Hello and welcome to Inside Music Curation. We're the team at Feed Media Group. We help businesses utilize music and harness the power of music. And today we are really excited to talk about a new project we've been working on here, which is the launch of our Feed Originals collection. Over the past 2 years, we've been working to develop a wholly owned music catalog. We're really excited to expand our offering of music for fitness, health, wellness, and sports brands. So let's dive in a little bit and talk about what is Feed Original and why we came up with this music catalog. Mike, do you want to tell me a little bit about who we're working with and how this all came together?
Yeah, well, we've got a roster of about 30 award-winning producers and composers and some of the best session musicians around the world creating this music for us when they're not out on the road touring with some famous artists or when they're in between production projects. I mean, these are the folks that are creating a lot of the music that you're hearing on the radio. These are the folks who are actually in the studio creating it, and they're doing this for us when they're not busy with that stuff.
That's amazing. And you, Mike, are amazing kind of gateway to these artists and taking all of the data that we're collecting at Feed FM, understanding what we're looking for, communicating that out to the artists, because it's not just another royalty-free music catalog, right? We're creating everything with intention here at Feed Originals. And our goal really when we set out to create this catalog was to create functional music. Because again, we're working with fitness brands, we're working with health and wellness brands. Music for entertainment is amazing. Music is also a very powerful tool that can drive outcomes. And so we're working on creating a catalog specifically to meet these needs. And we're doing it with flexible licensing. So making sure that our customers and our partners have the most flexibility in how they want to use this music across their different use cases.
Yeah, I guess if you're a company, you've got an ad campaign you're getting ready to put together, or you're in the process of putting together some social media content that you want to align sonically with what you're doing within your fitness or your health programs, just kind of keep the sonic brand consistent. We can help make that super easy with this catalog.
And that really ties into why we made this, right? I mean, Feed Media Group has been helping businesses use music in apps for almost 8 years now. And we've learned a lot along the way. And we found some gaps in the marketplace. Stens, you've been curating for many of these businesses also. Tell us a little bit about what we found.
Absolutely. So our curation team, which includes Mike, he's a double agent. He's part of our curation team, and he's also a fantastic A&R guy, which means he's the lead person talking to these Feed Originals artists. We manage more than 10,000 music stations annually for the world's leading fitness companies. So we really know what works best in exercise and health. And Feed Originals resulted from the music disconnect that exists for businesses needing a consistent soundtrack across multiple types of content. As Mike said, if you want to have something that's consistent for your ads, your social media, your workouts, and everything, it's really hard to find music that's cost effective and is musically appropriate for all of those contexts. We decided to use our curation expertise and our industry connections to commission the types of music we use day in and day out: pop, hip hop, dance, down tempo, and ambient, plus also to address emerging needs from our customers like Latin dance, nature sounds, and music for wellness.
And we're bringing it all together in one place, right? Like currently, outside of the popular music that we were delivering in stations, our customers were going to multiple different resources, trying to find these, and we're really bringing these collections together under one roof. And we're not doing it alone. We have some help from some of the world's foremost researchers when it comes to music. In this case, music and exercise. This is Professor Kostas Karagourgis. And Stens, tell us a little bit about how we've aligned our workout music based on the parameters provided by Professor Karagourgis.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, really quickly, our curation philosophy, which we've applied to create Feed Originals, it's threefold. We know as lifelong music experts and industry pros, And then these instincts are validated and refined by our work with business partners and their consumers. And then thirdly, it's science-backed, the work that we do as curators, which begs some unpacking. So we've gone this extra third step in order to curate with the utmost integrity and effectiveness. And the gentleman you're looking at here, Professor Karagiorgis, is the world's foremost expert on music and fitness. Feed FM is a longtime follower of his research findings, and together we actually co-authored a 2022 white paper that validates the benefits of music and exercise. So our music, the music that we curate is science-backed, and specifically the music we commission through Feed Originals is science-backed.
Awesome. And then over the past year, we really dove into wellness music and got to work with Dr. Bowling. Stens, what are some of the things that we have applied from what we learned working with Dr. Bowling?
Yeah, this was really a privilege. So as we embarked upon music for wellness, so, music can get you amped up to go, which is like a fitness context, right? And fitness can get you to slow down and calm down, right? Which is a wellness context. So we consulted with Dr. Bowling, and first of all, nearly every music streaming service out there is starting to offer health-oriented playlists. But we wanted to understand biologically what the science has actually proven in terms of music for wellness. And so with Dr. Bowling's guidance, we gained an understanding and musical parameters for 4 specific wellness types: for sleep, focus, meditation, and relaxation. The science is there for those 4. And part of our Feed Originals catalog has been commissioned to specifically achieve these functional needs.
That's awesome. And then we have to bring it all together, right? We take what we've learned from curating, we take what we've learned from the researchers and the science, and now we're putting it all together. So Mike, tell us a little bit about how we package up all this information and turn it into a catalog of music that works for these brands.
I mean, look, we're really the only game in town that's really custom creating a music catalog. I work really closely with the producers, making sure that they're following our stylistic guidelines that we got from, the good doctors, to make the music that we know is going to work for fitness and for wellness. It's also, I think, Stens, you mentioned this too, like it's, to a certain extent, this music is road tested as well, right? So we're able to take this music, plug it into some of our Feed Originals customers' international stations, alongside music from other production catalogs, indie labels, so we know that this music is competitive sounding, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's effective. You can blend it in with our other music and other stations. That's awesome. Any final words, Stens, on Feed Originals and what this means for our clients?
I mean, we've been working really hard for the last 2 years behind the scenes on Feed Originals, and it's been kind of a little bit of a secret project of ours, and Mike's been dedicating a lot of time to it, and really amazing work, making a dollar stretch to get in the absolute best music that we can. And we're path breaking, and we're super excited to work with you, our customers, to continue path breaking. We think that Feed Originals is going to be a strong complement to the other stations you have, with much greater flexibility in licensing.
Excellent. Well, if you want to learn more about Feed Originals, find us at feed.fm/originals. We look forward to working with you and growing this catalog together, because, again, it's intentional. The more data we get back, the more the catalog grows, and excited to see it evolve. So thanks so much for tuning in. Thank you, Mike and Stens, for taking us through this, and thanks for watching.